Alrighty, we are live, of course, for some more bench press. So this week we have a deload week. We got all the heavy lifting out of the way. Now it's time to, take the foot off the pedal a little bit and, just get like an active recovery week. Some rest, but make sure we're still, getting moving, maintaining fitness levels here. So we got warm-up weight all ready for us, 205. We do need to update the log for today though. So let's see. $285. Okay, there we go. So certainly nothing too crazy here weight-wise. Just nice deload. So deload, I should put that. One set of 3, 285. Another set of 3, that's the first back off at 250. Then we have 3 sets of 3, 235. So honestly, like this is fairly light. Of course, the goal of this block was not to, put as much pounds on the bar as possible, but sort of like a nice block that we're still getting some work in, but being a little bit more conservative on our weights to heal up a little bit and feel really good for next block. Which I think we did a pretty good job of. Because we have not been really experiencing any elbow discomfort. I think we'll do weighted dips for sure. And little row. I think that's what we got for today. Make sure to let everybody know. Discord real quick. Everyone, we kind of had a quick decision to stream today because I remembered that my brother doesn't actually work tomorrow, so we wouldn't have been able to do the workout stream tomorrow like usually. Okay. It was a kind of a quick decision. We also were kind of sleepy, so we were laying there, but then I don't think a nap was really in the cards, so to make sure that we get this done before my brother also just gets home from his morning shift today. We're also going to be a little bit on the quiet side with the weights. And Nisa's sleeping upstairs. I prefer not to wake her up. That should be no problem. This is lightweight. Pretty light today. And I think this block has been really good about, what the intent of the block was for, what the goals were for. And we're in a really good spot for next block. Especially when we're swapping things up, we're adding in, more bench frequency. So we're getting that additional bench session in per week. That increased bench frequency inevitably means we're doing some bench days back to back, so we certainly want everything to be feeling good. And we do eventually need to get back to swapping from doing our safety squat bar squats to actual low bar squats. I had considered swapping it about a block or two, but since the elbow was already bothersome, sometimes when you swap from going from like no low bar to actually implementing low bar, you can have maybe some additional stress, some aches and pains in the wrists and elbow. So I've kind of been holding out a little bit because of the elbow. The good thing is, like with squats, it's not that big of a deal because I'm getting good work in with the safety squat bar still. And I think I've been seeing really good progress with my deadlift, and I'm wondering if I added in low bar back into the mix, maybe deadlift performance would dip a little bit. Of course, that would be more of like a well-rounded way to train, but as of right now, squats is just kind of like whatever, it's just chill. We do it, we get it in, but we actually have goals for deadlift. Like, I would love to hit 700 by the end of the year, so since I don't really have a squat goal, I'm not super motivated with squat. It's okay if it takes a little bit of a back burner for now. Yep, we definitely want that 700. I think we definitely have it in reach, and this year has kind of been like the deadlift redemption year, so I'm just taking advantage of it. Deadlift, is my favorite lift, and for quite some time it didn't feel, really all that great at all. It was very frustrating. It's like a roller coaster of up and downs. So it's good that it feels good. I'm just gonna take advantage of it and, have fun with deadlifting again. And to be honest, like, once upon a time I was pretty much just like a deadlift one trick. So of course when deadlifts weren't going good, I just focused on other things. I improved those things to be a little bit more like a well-rounded lifter, but now it just feels like with deadlift, it's like I'm not stopping, right? It's just kind of been like PR after PR each block. And it just kind of feels like there's a lot left to progress with. No slowing down in sight, so just gonna keep capitalizing on that. $245 on the bar here now. Probably do this set 265, and then our top set 285. Since we're using kilogram plates, it'll actually be a little bit higher. It'll be 287. No big deal. It's 2 pounds more. And that'll be our top set, and then we'll just kind of work our way back down and do a little bit of accessory work. Probably not gonna take too long, to be honest. So another advantage of deloads, like, they're quick, they allow you to, get other stuff done in the day. Good recovery week. Good get your shit together week. So we hit 610 for 4 yesterday for a deadlift PR, 15-pound 4-rep max PR. Pretty dang awesome. The only thing is I irritated my left knee just a little bit, and actually it's a little irritable to like try to get some good leg drive. So we're just kind of working with that today a little bit. I'm sure it's something that will pretty much just go away within the next few days, or at least by next week for sure. Just ticked it off a little bit. last warm up coming up here. What's the side camera angle looking? Actually kind of want to raise this up a bit. Helps a little bit with the glare. I'm trying to find some, I'm trying to troubleshoot some ways to get rid of so much of the glare. Front one's pretty good now, right? It's just once I'm super close, it's a little like bright, obviously, like washes things out. But once I'm a little bit further away, pretty decent. Yes, I did just splash some water on my glasses there. Alright, so 265, just a quick 1 to 2 reps, last warm up. We're feeling like pretty good today, like form wise. Seems like everything is a-okay. Alright. Top set coming up here next. Put the green plate on, and then we got 287. Oh, you know what? We're not gonna do dumbbell rows. We're gonna do our pull up, I think. Well, we'll see about that actually. Depends if we're running time. If my brother's getting off a little earlier than usual. All good. Make sure we're nice and cool. Perfect. The weight is ready to be lifted. Top set incoming. We will make sure that we put the right weight here, since we realized 285 is not an option. 287. Anybody else getting a lift in today? Or a workout, I guess, in general? A run? Walk? Whatever it may be. So nothing out of the ordinary today for sure. 287. Lifted probably hundreds and hundreds of times. How's that look, chat? Does that look freaking good or what? I take a look at it here. Oops. I feel like our exposure is going out of whack too. All right, let's see here. Check out the old YouTube live stream to make sure it looks all right. And then from here we go down, drop to a 250, which should be very light. For some reason it's taking a long time to load. Trying to critique my top set. This is 245, which just means we need some silver 2.5. And do we need these again? I think we do, because we had to load 235, which isn't quite the red and the blue, unfortunately. Oh man. Maybe I did need that nap. All right. Yeah, pretty, nothing too impressive today. Just, getting in that consistent work. we need green for sure, and white. And black. That should do us in. We are cruising right along here. We got our 3 sets of 3 left. And then just a little bit of accessory work. Nice quick one. I know we definitely did promise a game stream over the weekend, and then we ended up not doing it, so I'm trying to think when we would do one. Maybe today or tomorrow. I do know that once Dragon's Dogma comes out, we will for sure be streaming some of that, which I think that's the, let me check here. I think that's the 22nd. We're definitely gonna have some fun with that one. Which just so happens to be Friday, okay. So we'll definitely be checking that out for sure. All right, two more to go. I got the weirdest blister or cut from deadlifts yesterday. I'm actually surprised I hit my top set, because like the fact that I got it right there means that the bar had to have slipped quite a bit. But yeah, it was like right there. The spot on your thumb. Just weird because obviously it's like my underhand, right? So I can't think of a way I would have scraped that right there. So I don't know how I hit that PR yesterday. Good opportunity to really rest up this week. the week is looking like, in terms of schedule, it's looking, you know, pretty open. Got some things here and there. Good opportunity to, you know, catch up on some rest. Do some additional streams, I'm hoping. Here we are, one more set to go. The next block we have to mess around with some more bench. More opportunities for workout streams, hopefully. Because we're getting another bench day in. So it'll be fun. Fun stuff. Probably, I would imagine there are going to be some that are like, some streams that are going to be like obviously shorter than others. Probably at least one of the bench sessions I won't have like any accessory work. So maybe I'll try to find a way to lengthen those up a bit. I'm not quite sure. I'm quite sure what else I could do down here. So we'll see. Maybe it'll be like some gaming, like a game stream before or after those short ones. So I got one more set here. One more nice, easy set. Trying to kind of pay attention here to some positioning. Yep. Pretty standard here. So the unanimous decision will actually be the dumbbell row. We'll stick with that. We'll do the actual like modified pull-up Thursday or Saturday, whatever workout stream we get in. My light blocker is not blocking light any longer. But we really only need it to last little longer here. 1 second. Come on, baby, don't fail me now. Alright. I should be good, at least for the rest of the duration. So, we'll go ahead and make sure 205 on the bar for next section. Like so. International Chest Day, right? Anybody else hitting some bench today? Okay, 205. And we will scoot this out a little bit and put this over. For some rows, and then you know what? I think we did bench dips on Saturday. We'll do dumbbell tricep extensions instead. A little bit of like being able to play around with variability with the training, as long as we get them in one of the days. It's generally pretty good. Dumbbell tricep extension. Just making sure I have, you know, good. I would say like the bench dips are like a pretty good stressor on the elbow. And since we just did them on Saturday, we just want to make sure that everything still feels good, and we'll obviously give some more time in between sessions doing that one specific exercise. Because of course we did have to do back-to-back bench sessions, Friday, Saturday, bench dips, today's bench day. I prefer not to have to. If it falls again, we'll just have to deal with it being a little brighter. Nice full range of motion. And right. So we'll go ahead and grab the 25s. Monday, start of a new week. Perfect opportunity to take advantage of it and start on some goals early in the week. Don't push it off till later in the week, because you're probably going to be even less motivated to do so at the end of the week. So good to start early in the week. Chalk one up for the day, for the week, you know. Get that first day in, already building some good frequency and consistency for the week. Starting off 1 out of 1 versus, 1 out of 7. Waiting until the last day. And I think with deload, we're gonna drop a set off of each. So realistically, probably be done after this set. So we'll clean up a little bit, but feel free to drop any questions, suggestions, comments in the chat, since we'll be wrapping it up fairly shortly. Deload workouts are nice and convenient for sure. Super quick. Three, 4. Good, good. We got Thursday's warm-up weight ready to go. Should have made that a bit smaller. Taking up quite a bit of room. All right. Well, there's another workout. We got in a good bench session and then a little bit of some accessory work. I would probably argue that in terms of power lifters, as you start to increase your frequency of bench press, you probably also want to, I guess, decrease the overall amount of accessory work you get in for upper body. So I mean, most of the time nowadays, I don't really do any chest accessory exercises like I used to. I just feel like certainly in the past it was kind of like a recipe for some
pec tightness, some aches and pains, overuse type stuff with the pec and shoulder, versus now really haven't had any issues with pec, shoulder in quite some time after tweaking programming a little bit with some overall like total volume of bench press. So just a little tip, especially once I swap to 3 times per week to 4 times per week. Definitely going to make sure I'm not going crazy on the accessory work, despite it like being summer, generally a little bit more like motivated, especially to get in some of that additional work. We're gonna try to like stay diligent, make sure we're doing what we need to be doing, not necessarily what we want to be doing. And yep, I think that's about it. Just some closing thoughts, and then of course, like I said, next block is going to be the fun one. We get to experiment with something new, something we haven't like tried doing before really with the bench frequency. I think that it's going to yield some good results. I'm looking forward to trying it out and trying to like track some trends with like programming, since I've never like programmed for that 4 times a week bench frequency. Alrighty, everybody. Well, that about does it. So, thanks for popping in and watching. Thanks for hanging out, and of course all the support so far. And I will see you for the next workout stream on Thursday, and then most likely